I'm about to use Mr. Boney to build something stupid to help you sleep. Mr. Boney cannot increase its strength, but critical hits deal 100% more damage, and we can manipulate gambling machines. So this will be a critical hit build. Comes with the eye patch, increases critical hit chance by 50% this turn as well. Let's see what we can do. Difficulty is going to be 0, that way I don't have to overthink it. We could choose our lucky paw. Win one run with this character to choose a lucky paw. We haven't done that yet. So first, we're going to move into our first fight, naturally. I was surprised to see people requested this last time I made a video. I never considered this to be a sleep game. But you want it, you got it. I don't think we're actually able... oh, this is critical hit chance by 50%, so we want the eye patch. I read that as damage because I never read. So what we're going to want to do is grab some of those. There's 2 shields. So we're up to 10 block, which will not quite block all of their damage. But we increase critical hit chance by 1% for 1 turn. Basically, I think I can throw a bunch of knives at them and probably kill them dead. Am I right to assume so? I should think so. Yeah, so this could get out of hand with its really big immediate damage. Do I want any of these? Heals you for 3 health when collected. 20% chance to heal you for 15. Well, we can't use strength anyway, so we don't want that. Block and spikes could be interesting. I'm going to reroll. We're going to go for it here. Attacks the nearest enemy for 5 damage. Increases the damage by 5 each time the machine is filled with liquid. I don't actually think... I don't know if I want any of these. The magic wand could be good. Attacks the last enemy. Heals you for health. I feel like we're probably going to want some healing with this rabbit. Mr. Boney, whatever this is. Okay, we only get 6 damage coming our way, so let's get the eye patch started right away. I think we probably want to upgrade the eye patch at some point so we can do even more crits. There's only 18 HP left, so I think we're just going to want to grab a bunch of these. That wasn't a very good grab, honestly, but it's enough to finish them off. Those doing 18 damage already is really big. Wait, what was this? This enemy is a rare enemy variation. Defeating it will drop 10 gold coins in the machine, but then the turn's over. Also, the eye patch increases critical hit for this turn. So it's not even a permanent fixture. We're going to need some more critical hit pieces. Either way, we killed that thing. But we did find the enemy. The shiny enemy. Poison. Attacks the nearest enemy for 5 damage. Applies to poison. I'm going to take that. Because that's small and easy to grab. Now, we'll play this. I believe we can manipulate gambling machines. Is this a gambling machine? I don't think it is. This is just a spin and hope for the best type machine. The gambling machine might be interesting to manipulate. You can transmute 1 item for free each time you visit the alchemist. You can upgrade 1 item for free each time you visit the blacksmith. Is actually pretty good. I do like upgrading things. So this is healing and coins. Yeah, the fortune teller is where we'll be able to sort of make or break a run. Now, what does the ID do? Permanently decrease your health by 10, so we don't want that. Permanently increase enemies' health by 20%. We also don't want that. We don't want the teeth. We want to try and grab piggy banks. What we should grab over here. Maybe right there. Piggy banks, health, and coins. That's all we want inside of us. Granny had a picture of a laser on her wall. Who am I to judge? I can bend fate in your favor and help you find what you seek. Do you want my guidance? So we want critical hit stuff. So... I'll trust my luck. Yes, guide me. Grants fortune tokens that boost... I think I want this, right? 50 Fortuna grants fortune tokens that boost drop chances for specific items. Yeah, I think I want that. Because I need to pick something that can boost critical hits. That's fluff. That's self-damage. There's a healing token, poison, spike, fire. I don't know which one is going to be crit. I'm assuming one of them. Yeah, critical hit token. Interact with critical hit. Take selected token. I'll be on my way. Critical hits are going to do big things for us. Right now we got to fight a pair. Giant plant slime. Their first turn they're gonna add items to the machine. So let's go ahead and hurt this thing as much as we possibly can. Stab, stab, stab. No critical hits there. We get some poison going on it there too. We'll just grab a bunch of knives. There's no damage coming back our way anyway, so we might as well just go all out. All out assault. bit of poison actually will only leave with 10 HP. We just don't pick up the plague things that are in the machine. Which so far isn't that hard. We just gotta get a little bit of damage. This should do it. We lost our crit chance, but that's okay. So now we get a reward. Increase critical chance by 100% when you have less than 30% health. Nope. Get an additional claw to collect items in Granny's room. Don't really care about that. Get 10% of your coins at the end of a fight to a maximum of 50 coins. That could be good for an investment because we can just start building up. We can also upgrade an item for free. I think I want to. We'll go straight to the blacksmith. I think I want to upgrade this. So crit hit chance will be 100% with a golden eye patch. Other than that, we can upgrade some of these maybe for damage. I want my interest though. I need that to start building up. Probably don't want to throw any items out yet either. We don't really have a lot of toughness. I don't think I need to use the alchemist. The alchemist will be unnecessary. Let's just keep rolling. My turn to start. I wish we could control the order which the eye patch drops into the machine. Because like it's going to go in, but that might be last. Yeah, it was. So now we have critical hit chance at like 100. But now we got to pick carefully. We don't have any damage coming back, but they're going to modify items in the machine. 38 HP, so it'd be nice if I could just grab those three. Because my critical hit chance is currently 100. So that enemy is defeated. Quite defeated, really. Marble. Attacks the nearest enemy for 1 damage. A damage increased by 2 for each marble you have in the machine. That's interesting. You can stack up a bunch of marbles. There's also another poison. We're going to grab one of these for now. I just picture us attacking a lot. Okay, we're early enough in, we could absolutely grab one of these. Wonder if I can actually pluck that out without a... Well, I guess that answers that question. We cannot. We'll take a little bit of damage for whatever that was, though. I'm able to do... didn't get such a good grab there. We could grab this one, though. We'll take a little bit of damage, but... Or we could just grab a spike ball instead. I really thought I could time that better. Start each fight with 15 block is really big, though. Especially this early on. Like, I don't have to worry about any of this right now. I can just go crazy on attack. And that's really when I'm at my best. So stab and then 2 crits behind that. Big damage there. Kind of want to get rid of that big thing now because it's just going to get in the way. We can grab such big clusters of small stuff, but big stuff like that is going to be a problem. That will actually heal us in this case. So that was actually perfect, really. So attacks last enemy for 8 damage, 50% chance to deal a critical hit. Yeah, that's actually quite nice, and it's small. We have lots of pebbles and such. We'll take the Percomat right away. We'll play it. Can we just skip and collect the rewards? Yeah, that's easier. Apply 2 soak for each stack of fire at the end of your turn. Increase the range of magnets by 20%. I'd rather take this because it's epic and purple. And that just feels better. 2 soaked. I don't know what soaked does. Increase damage taken by 1%. Reduces the amount of stacks by 10 at the end of a turn. Yeah, okay. Well, if we do have to get more elements, we can and will use them. For now, we'll just take a big bite of coins. We don't need heals. Would be better to grab 2 of those. Unless we miss them, though. I think we're better off just to grab that. It's sort of playing the average anyway. Now we gotta fight Knight Commander of the Order of Defend-A-Lot. Boss fight, 190 HP. We got 20 damage coming our way, so I do need to pick up a shield. And we certainly will. Oh, we got one there. I also want to get some damage and such going. Okay, so we can block all of the damage coming our way, so we definitely want the pebble too. Even though it should just be a 100% crit chance, really. That really knocked him down. This is just a raw damage build so far. We blocked all of that damage coming back our way. We'll probably just... Well, we get 2 grabs anyway, so let's grab this. Eye patch for crits. And he also had that. Block does not reset between turns. That's quite alright. He has literally 2 HP and 5 poison sitting upon him. He's locked into that armor with all that poison. Not a hope in the world. Heal 8 health if you kill an enemy with a critical hit is nice. critical hit damage can go up. I kind of like the healing on crit. That's sort of going to help us. We'll take the hard fight plus the question mark because we could potentially get good stuff. We could potentially get bad stuff as well. So we can immediately block all the damage coming our way. There's a bomb back there. Does the rock hit the rear enemy? I think this also hits the rear enemy. Yep. We're going to work on getting that bomb dead really quick. He only has 78 HP anyway. Maybe that was a bad idea. I didn't grab the pebble also. Well, let's get some poison going. Everything will be dead in time. Wow, we're managing to get such big grabs this time. Well, we killed the first thing. We're going to block all that damage. The bomb just puts a tick on. It will eventually blow up for a lot of damage. We should be able to tear through these pretty quick though. Damage is pretty high. The golden eye patch is in there. So we'll try and grab a whole bunch of this stuff. We didn't have a very good grab there. We did hit the bomb. So there's that, but the bomb is going to blow up soon. Okay, we need the golden eye patch plus all the damage we can get our hands on. That was a fine grab. We could live with that. We hit ourselves there a little bit also. Wasn't paying attention to where that came from. Okay, there we go. Grab all that. One of those is guaranteed to hit the bomb. And poison tick over. They blew up before the poison went off. That's okay. So we're going to re-roll here. We are collecting lots of money, so we can spend a little bit finally. We want things that can help critical hit, obviously. Increase the damage of metal items in small radius by 5. I think that could be good, because that's going to stack on all of our knives. And that could essentially double their damage. Let's give that a try for now, at least. And then we got all this money to pick from. We got a weird fan thing. Can we just skip this? I don't need money that badly that we need to risk damaging ourselves. For a perk, I will potentially take a lot of damage. Perks can really make or break. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. I talked a big game. Can we skip? If I skip, does it still give me the reward? I'm worried it doesn't, so we're just going to go ahead and grab that thing. Give that a little nubbing. Increase the chance to trigger the lucky ability of items by 10%. I don't really know what that could be. But if we kill these things with critical hits, we'll be in good shape. So those are going to do extra damage now. I need my golden eye patch. Also, that little pebble is also going to be good for us. Simply because it's higher chance to do crits all the time. Okay, the whetstone is going to get in the way somewhat. That's okay. We just need more knives is what I'm taking away from this. Adds 1 fire to you and your companions at the end of a turn. Oh, that's actually pretty annoying. We have a reasonable amount of damage coming back our way. Well, at 17, I'm pretty sure I can get the first enemy dead. We could block most of the rest of the damage. We just need to decide. That's an ugly grab, so I'm not going to try and grab that. I'm probably just going to grab those if I can. I missed the pebble. But this will still be plenty of damage. That's okay. We're only going to take a little hit here. We did get fired now. Deal 1 damage at the start of turn and gets removed afterwards. So at this point, I'm going to try and grab the wand because that is going to heal us too. And that's really important for us. Now we'll try and probably finish this thing off. 27. Do I have enough damage here to do it? I don't really. I don't think we're going to get away with it here. Oh, yeah, we did a crit there. So we did do it. Attacks the nearest enemy for 15 damage and removes its block. That could be useful here if things get a lot of block. Well, we still need we need crit. Get 2 block every time you use an item might be good. Has a 50% chance to deal a critical hit. Attacks the nearest enemy for 15 damage. But it's also big. Like, we're better off with 3 small items. I wouldn't mind a gauntlet though. Let's try that. Then we can upgrade an item for free right away. I don't know which one that's going to be yet. The pebble would be nice. The whetstone could boost a lot of things by 5 damage. Let's do that. Let's also do the pebble. That's only 16. I don't know if I want to do this. Heals you for 15 to 20 health is nice. I just don't know if I want this in the machine anymore. This one's maybe going to be better. It's expensive, but I think that's worth it. So now we're going to get every block, more block every time we use a thing. Are there any things in here we actually want? I don't think this is worth it. We're just going to leave this. Now we got to pick a boss. We'll fight whatever this one is. We'll get some heals here from Grandma's medicine cabinet. Probably starting right about here. We grab some of those. Well, we got one of them. That's just going to have to do for now. Nothing more we can do. Same thing. We probably want a crit token again, which was that one. I think. I don't know if there's anything else that's going to really be. Critical hit token. So I'll get even more chance for critical hits. Hopefully even more damage. We got to fight 360 big boy here. We probably want the Gauntlet Plus, because we're going to want to start building a block as soon as we can. And I think that the Gauntlet just gets removed from circulation now. So we can sort of just use it as much as we want. These are going to do extra damage now. Without the chance of crits. Now it's his turn to swing. And with that, I'm okay. Okay, we're going to want the golden eye patch. I do want another eye patch really if we can. Having one in the machine is not going to do it for us. He also has burning attack. Each attack applies 1 fire. He's going to give 9 damage back our way. But we're just going to keep throwing lots of things at him. And that was actually tons of damage. Some of our attacks are so big. He's only got 46 HP left. The eye patch is actually right there, combined with lots of other grabbable things. So he's very dead with this. The crits really do make a difference. We need lots of crit chance. We're going to get a little bit of healing here because we killed him with a crit. That might have actually healed us fall anyways. Heal 8 health if you kill an enemy with a crit hit. We'll have 2 of those. I think we probably want that. We'll get another anvil here for a free upgrade should we want it. And we probably do. 10 damage for one of those. 6 poison. I'd rather just take the raw damage. So one of our knives is better. I'm going to remove this. It's just too big. It's just forever going to be in the way. We could use coins to gamble for new items. This character does apparently... he is able to manipulate those somehow. So we got a little bit of damage coming our way, so we definitely want the gauntlet. That also comes with the eye patch this turn. So that's a neat little deal. I might be able to remove all of the shields as well. If we can get rid of the shields, we'll be happier. Because we get a lot of block from the gauntlet anyway, hopefully. And if we remove the shields, then the gauntlet will be easier to grab. Attacks all enemies for 10 damage is nice too. If we can get critical hit chance on that, that could do big damage. But it's big. I want lots of small things like that. I'll actually take one of those. No, we want some gamble machines down here. This is going to be a harder battle. And yes, it is. So to start, let's grab that gauntlet and get our shielding going. We need as much shield as we can get our hands on. We're also fighting a coin grabber. Oh, we like one-shotted the thing at the back. We've unlocked Thonk for doing so. I'm rather curious as to what Thonk is and does. Okay, we'll give a few little stabs. We didn't get a lot of crit going on there, but poison finished off that thing. They're going to steal coins with every attack. And that's okay. Because we're going to hit him with some damage here. Decent damage, nothing crazy, but enough to kill them. That last one was a crit, and it was a big one. Attacks a random enemy for 6 damage. Attacks nearest enemy for 15 damage. 50% chance to crit. This could be a good build for a magnet, actually. Because we're doing lots of metal weapons, so we could dump a bunch of metal and magnets. Do I want to use that or not? I don't think I want to use it yet, but I'm going to keep my eye on it. Attacks the nearest enemy for 5 damage. 20% chance to attack all enemies and deal 15 damage. I kind of want to try that. Because it's not that big. If it starts to annoy me, we will remove it. So I can manipulate the odds of this apparently. We play it for free to begin. And again, I guess. The jackpot goes up. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I'm gambling, so I'm happy. We love a good addiction. Okay, now it only costs 1. We won some coins. Good. The jackpot is up to 116. Would love that. Would love a perk. It's pretty cheap to do this so far. What did that give me? What is that? It won't hold still. Water bottle. I don't want a water bottle at all. I really don't want a water bottle. I will take a perk though. Is that just money? It's very cheap to do this so far. What is that one? Doubles your block. Helmet. I don't know if I really need that. I wouldn't mind a perk. At all. We're actually sort of profiting off of this so far. Maybe this is where this character really thrives. It's just spinning the gambling machine endlessly. Okay, well, our items are maxed anyway. Do I get to pick these or nope? Well, let's leave this room for now. We get to pick these if we want. I don't want either of those. No, I don't want either of those. A different kind of gambling machine. We pay this for 4. I don't know if there's anything. A pebble would be good. Other than that, there's not really a lot. Like, I don't think it's worth me wasting money trying to get those. Do I want to fight the reptile or the bee? I think this one is the one that wraps everything in honey. And that's not the end of the world for me. I think. Let's take a bite right there. Put some more money in. We are making money every round with that interest. We're a diligent investor. Okay, we gotta fight the muzzle bee. Mathilda. We definitely want to grab... I can't grab both of those at once. So I'm gonna... I almost did grab both of them at once. Still should grab that. Because I'm worried I can't, but we should also use these critical hits we got and get those knives out before they fill up. That was a bad grab, but I was left in a tough situation. We're hitting so hard though. So I'm okay with this. Mirror reflects 1 attack or debuff back to the attacker during the next turn. So we definitely don't want anything to hit us back. So let's just put on some shield for now. Oh, I'd like to grab that without grabbing that, because that could really hurt ourselves. I want that though. That's just, well, I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet on this one anyway. We're going to hurt ourselves here, but they're going to hurt us a little bit. But that's okay, because now we're going to get armor every time we use an item. We're going to need a little bit of shield anyway, so hopefully we can get this eye patch here as well. We did get the eye patch. It dropped in first, so a 35 critical hit. Now we need to grab a whole bunch of these if we can. I don't know if this is going to work as a good grab, but we're going to try. Yeah, we managed to hold on to all of that. So 35, 35, and 52 was that? It was a big hit. Could use just maybe a little bit more damaging base items. But we're going to make do with this anyway. The whetstone is nice for adding some damage for sure. So now we're going to get some crits, so we can just grab a whole bunch of this stuff. I got to remember that the Pebble Plus is 16 damage and big time crit. Now, increase your damage by 10% is nice. Yeah, we're going to grab that because crits are going to multiply sort of on top of that. And then we'll do some gambling. This would add damage for each 10 coins we own. I wouldn't mind that actually because we're probably going to get quite rich. Magnet would also be good. We're going to spin to win. A magnet is what this kind of build would thrive on. We will take the gold dagger because that's going to be very good for us. A magnet is what we need though. Do you want a chest or do you want an anvil? I want an anvil so I can upgrade the magnet. I didn't get the magnet, right. I wanted the magnet, I didn't get it. So we'll upgrade this. Attacks the nearest enemy and dealing 3 damage plus 2 for each 10 coins you own. So that's going to add a bunch. We're going to toss some shields out. I'm just going to do 2 of them because we need to hold our money up. I'm not even going to bother with the alchemy. We'll try some gambling because we can manipulate it. It's part of the character. It's part of the fun. The eye patch is pretty buried in there. I also want to get the gauntlet right away before we bury it. We didn't get the gauntlet there. We did hit pretty hard there though. This time we should get the gauntlet. We're going to pull the eye patch out. The eye patch went first though, so there were some big hits. There were some real big hits there. That feels good. So they're going to swing for 9 damage. I'm thinking I could probably get him with this though, especially that eye patch drops in. Well, even that's still fine, because now we can hit real hard with this stuff. So this is 3 plus a lot. I don't know why my brain is drawing a blank on that, but there's 144. That works. Honey ball. We're looking for a magnet. I'm going to re-roll once more. We didn't find it. That's fine. We'll skip. We're going to do a hard battle here. I think we can take it on. We got to fight an ice cream cone and a piggy bank. They're all just buffing right away, so I'm hoping I can grab a whole bunch of this stuff right away. That was a real good grab, actually. The eye patch landed in the center, so the big hits follow behind that. Should grab this, but I kind of also want to grab this. We do also have, I believe, a 10% extra chance for like the lucky attack on the big sword to go off. They're basically already dead. The poison did finish them off. Battle axe would be fun. If I could get a magnet, we would start to do more things. Like add more metal items. I don't want to waste any more money right now. We're going to skip. We have a chance to get some good stuff here. The treasure chest didn't match. I assume the quality of treasure chest can get us different things. There's not really a key or a legend here. A jackpot would also be fine. $189. We'll keep spinning. Well, there's more money again. $199. Eventually we'll find what we need. Based on raw luck. I guess that's probably the jackpot would be diamonds. We need better perks. That's what we need. We've got good perks. We could use better ones. Poisoning on hit would also be good. What is this little one? That's a purple item. Toxic Bulwark. Perk? This I can live with. Okay, 1 strength when dealing a critical hit with a direct attack. We can't get strength on this build, unfortunately. Increase block by 15. Permanently increase the amount by 3 if an enemy dies of poison while the item is inside the machine. I might actually buy that. That's pretty good. If we might need a lot of block, we do poison things, so that's okay. We're gonna. This is just a perk, so it's just gonna sit there anyway. We can't gain strength, but there's no downside to that. Harpoon. You can use an additional harpoon next turn. I don't know if I like a lot of these. Yeah. It'd be fun to turn 25 damage into critical hits. I don't think I want anything there. We'll fight the golem thing again. But not before paying a visit to Grandma and her riches. Clearly, she bought her house in the 1960s because look at her hoard of gold. That leaves us on floor 14 out of 20. Now we gotta fight this creature. So I want to poison and kill things. That's just going to sort of add up in the background. What I want right now is probably the gauntlet so we can start to block damage. So we missed it entirely. Can we grab that gauntlet? There it is. Gauntlet's coming in along with some poison. But now we're going to start to add block in the background. Now we got to start to hurt this thing. The eye patch is in a really bad spot for that. To the point where like I don't even want to try and pry that out. Bad luck on the boss with the Dan like that. But these are going to get extra damage anyway. There was a hit for 81 in there. That certainly doesn't hurt. Let's even grab some of this stuff. It'd be nice to... I gotta take a bite out of there and just get that to spread out anyway. It's nice that I don't have to think about block because of that perk. They have a dinner bell. They intend to summon a minion. I really need that eye patch, so we're going to start grabbing things until it comes out of there. Oh, I forget about the big knife too, how much damage that is. Or can be, depending on our money. But our money should only go up, really. So they're going to summon a minion. That minion is a rock. A molten rock. And we are going to turn that into goo. Because this is going to be plenty of damage going out. We're back up to 24 shield. I probably just want that. 3 damage, 2 for each 10. So 20. An extra 20. Which is lots, especially if we can turn it into a crit, which we can probably. 170. Decrease the health of all enemies by 25% is nice. We can also increase maximum health for each coin. I'd rather decrease of all enemies. Health of all enemies, because our crits will mean that much more towards ending them. There's also Amulet of Strength is nice if we could get strength. This is kind of a weird character to scale. Lucky abilities. I don't... Attacks the nearest enemy. I need a magnet before I can get more metal items. We'll take a trash can and one of these because we got to upgrade something. Increase block amount by 5. I think I might just need raw damage out of some of these. I'm going to upgrade one of these. 23 to upgrade it again. I don't think I want to do that right now. We'll make it do with what we got. And I really just want my money to go up a little more. I am going to shred... Let's shred all of the shields. This is really risky. Probably dumb. But we're going to do it. We're going to take the easier battle for now. We'll do a few in a row. This will be better. The enemies are hardly ever attacking on the first turn. I feel like it's uncommon. Normally I feel like you have to build up lots of shield, but our damage is not horrible. Is Bulwark going up yet? We haven't defeated any poison enemies yet. Which seems strange. There's another pebble which can be really good for us. It's a critical hit token. It's made out of... It is metal actually, so if we ever do find a magnet, we'll be in good hands. We need lots of those little items. Okay, most of our favorites are sort of grouped together here. That's going to be good. Down they go. Eye patch, critical hits behind. We're going to need to grab... This one's always going to be the biggest damage. And it's easy to grab a... Well, we spat most of that out. But we did 196 damage, that thing. There's only 65 left with this idiot. They're going to do 11 damage back. Pretty sure all I got to do is grab that really, though. And down it goes. Yep, that actually finished it off nice and easy. Converts frost into strength. Increase strength. Our money's getting big. I think we get up to 50 per turn. So I gotta actually check to see when we can stop using our investing and to start spending. Can I actually see that? Where are my perks? That was this one. 10%, so up to... once we're at 500 coins, that's when we can start spending to our heart's content. Okay, to begin, we're going to grab these. Those are my two essentially mainstay items. There's 2 pebbles here too. But critical hits galore. It's going to destroy these little creatures, all of them. It's just a lot of damage. A marble build would be fun. Smog bomb is dangerous. I don't really need any more of those. Attacks the nearest enemy for 20, we lose 5 health. Nope, I don't want any of those. We're going to skip. I was hoping for better. We'll fight Frosty, maybe? I don't know if Frosty counters my build or not. I don't know if Frosty does, aside from something probably fairly frosty. Well, we'll make it work. We always do. Floor 17 to 20. Treasure chests galore. Rare mystery chest. Oh, we should be able to grab it this time at least. Oh, we only had 1 pull on that. I would have tried harder. This does more damage with the less health we have. I don't really want to play that game. Okay, now we're going to fight Frosty, the Yeti. They're going to do 22 damage straight away, so we're going to try and stack up some block right away. That's going to do a little bit of extra damage. It was 271 right away. That was not horrible. Alright, we got to throw a few items in to get some block up to block their damage. think that's exactly what we're going to do. We might also kill it here. Not quite, but it was actually pretty close. We have 15 frost. Decrease the damage. Well, damage decrease doesn't really matter if we just hit him with this guy. Because that just hits so hard no matter what. Like, we had trouble getting our damage through at first, and then we didn't. Has a 30% chance to duplicate a random item at the end of each fight. That's interesting. At the start of each fight, apply 3 poison to all enemies is also nice. A random item. So I can already stack some things up potentially. That could be good or bad. I'd almost rather do the poison so we can get the bulwark thing going up. What can we duplicate that might be good? That maybe? Also that. Yeah, I can see the merit to that. We'll take the rarer of them. Hopefully we get to sort of pick what gets duplicated. Now we want to upgrade something. This is still only 15. Permanently increase amount by 3 if an enemy dies from poison while inside the machine. So they gotta die specifically from poison for that. I didn't read that well. We'll upgrade the pebble though, because that's just big damage. Try a little gambling. There's a bomb. The Magna Claw. That could be good. I think I want to try for the Magna Claw. The Magna Claw would be fantastic. I don't know where this is going to land. Doesn't look like a Magna Claw's in press today. That's okay. We'll skip all of those. Eventually we'll find our Magna. We could upgrade something here. We gotta fight through some hard battles here. But I'm up to this challenge, especially if we grab all this straight away. Hopefully we can hold on to that hand, just barely. But now we can start to add some of our block. There's 24 damage coming away. We're already blocking it all, so that's fine. We'll probably get rid of that toxic bulwark at some point then, because I don't think enemies are going to die from poison. We killed the thing in the back though. That's fine by me. 25 damage coming our way. They'll vanish at some point. They'll also steal our coins. Well, before they get a chance to steal our coins, let's just go ahead and turn them into a pincushion. Easy as that. Increase your strength, remove all stacks of poison. Where's all my crit things? The stacks of spikes, small sword we don't want. Great sword, all enemies 10 damage. Guess we're skipping again. We just need that money to add up. It's really all that matters. We probably just want these for just raw damage. 31 to upgrade that again. Even with all the money, that feels expensive. But our interest will keep adding up quickly. Okay, there's a reasonable, actually quite a bit of damage coming our way, so we definitely want things like this. It would have been better if the glove landed first. Because now we're going to have to get quite a handful to get lots of block. I think we probably can though. Yeah, this will be fine. We should be able to cover the damage, plus do a little bit of our own. Oh yeah, so now we're down to only 10 damage, because it's just a little bull hog. They have a full 100 HP, but if we grab the eye patch, and then all these golden glowy weapons, that thing will be in big trouble, because we're getting quite a bit of damage, even missing the golden pebble. This will absolutely wreck it. Flaming sword, 5 damage, it applies 8 fire to all enemies. They're such fun items. Plastic shield, snowball, marble. Another one of these actually. These are good. We can do so much damage with these. So the more money we have, the more damage they do, and our money just goes up. So there's that door. I think we gotta go to that door after the boss, was what we learned last time. We will take a free perk. We'll just skip and collect the rewards. Increase critical hit chance by 10%. That's really good. So we'll always have a bit of critical hit chance. Wish we found that one earlier. Now I get to deal with a cat shovel combination. There's 29 damage pointed at us. We need the gauntlet too. But we got the eye patch for now. I've maybe grabbed these backwards. Now there's only 11 damage coming our way. We just hit really hard, so we're sort of just making problems go away with all of our damage. Wow, that hopped out of the machine. We're still going to block everything we have coming our way. That's quite a bit of damage back our way as well. But if we grab the golden thing, plus the eye patch, That should be good. So 345 damage isn't terrible. If I grab all this, pretty sure that's going to do good things for us and bad things to the hedgehog. Hedgehog defeated. That was an elite battle, by the way. Small sword, ring of strength, large thorn. Don't need any of that. A whetstone. There's also another gold dagger. Whetstone, better maybe. I'd rather have one of these. We got so much money. Oh, we need to do... I don't know which one of these we need. I don't know. That one? I don't know how to tell. Should we have gone to the door first? Because I don't think I have the right key for that. I think I misunderstood the quest. Probably should have checked first. I just couldn't remember. I'll forgive myself. We did get some easy money there. Now we gotta fight the boss. Sharknado, 769. Okay, we got the gauntlet accessible right away. That's most important, so we can manage to block whatever he's about to do. I don't want to grab all of that. I don't know if I can, though, with the angle on that. Looks like we can. So we'll get some big damage going out. Eye patch, 389, so we took off 60% of his HP. Adds 1 strength for each coin we collect. Not a big deal. Where is the eye patch currently? There. Eye patch isn't in an ideal spot, but he's going to add strength for coins, but he's dead. I don't think he can survive all that. Nope, he sure can't. Well, we made the boss look easy. So the eye patch joins the machine. Critical hits deal 50% more damage. You can return home. We want to continue in endless mode, obviously. Increase critical hit chance by 10% again, so we got a base 20% chance now. And I don't know if we got any of those pieces for free. It'd be great if we did. I don't think we did, though. I'm not seeing any lucky paws anywhere. But we don't need them. 30 damage coming our way, so we got to start to stack up some shield pretty badly. So we're also going to try and grab a bunch of this stuff here. We already have 23 of the 30 block we need. So this might be okay. Endless mode, the enemies obviously get pretty strong. That one might actually die from poison. No, things are hopping around in there annoyingly. I did not mean to grab there. I completely misclicked. And that worked out anyway. Now we're just left fighting the bush. But if we grab this with all of our money, we're up to like $600 now. So that hit for 471. So we just need things that scale with coins at this point, really. Attack around money for 16 damage. If you kill the enemy, you get 10 coins. Increase critical hit chance by 50% for this turn. Do I need 2 of those in the machine? I don't know if I do, honestly. Because we have a base 20% chance anyway. I probably should just for now. Having 2 of them would be good. Having more than 2 is probably when it gets redundant. Yeah, I'm always going to pick up the gauntlet when I can, because these guys are going to start to hit for a ton of damage. I don't have an eye patch yet. I think I got too many items in the machine now. I will grab... Well, I meant to grab the other... that was a sort of overkill. We overkilled that creature. Oh, we did actually duplicate. Oh, what if items have been duplicating and I haven't been noticing? I forgot I had the duplicator thing. I guess I misunderstood how that works. But just duplicating random items isn't horrible, depending on what gets duplicated. Or inviting a little bit of chaos into things. Can we get some rare stuff? We got money, so we might as well spend it. Well, we're going to skip all that. We're going to go back to this, because we get a free upgrade for whatever we want. So this did double. So we're going to upgrade that for extra damage. We're going to upgrade that for extra damage. We're going to upgrade the eye patch. We're going to upgrade that, because as long as they're over 500, it's the same difference. Oh, I guess the more coins you have, the more damage those things do, though, too. So what I just did was kind of dumb. We can get rid of something now. This 21 to get rid of that. I do want to get rid of that. Now we'll let the money build back up again. Money is going to be important. We need to remember that. I do want the chest over here. So as soon as those want to get out of the way, we'll scoop that out. The golden fish probably also would have been good. We don't want a water balloon. We do want Grandma's retirement. Okay, we got some coins. That's good for us. Now we gotta fight this for 600 HP. I think they add honey to the machine. So we're gonna grab some of that, including the eye patch, I believe. Yeah, we got 2 eye patches, in fact, so we're doing super double crits. I don't think that's how it works. But this boss is also probably dead here. Yeah, 427. Pink Crusher, whenever you take damage... whenever you take any damage, 1 remaining item from your attack is added to the machine. At the start of each fight, apply 3 poison to all enemies. Let's re-roll that. Increases range of magnets. You gain 5 block when dealing a critical hit in a direct attack. That's very important for us for long-term survival. Okay, now we get to upgrade something again. Probably just going to be one of these. Never hurts to get a little extra damage. We need to keep saving up our money. I'm going to take this out of the machine though at the same time. It's unnecessary. Okay, we'll take the harder battle plus the chest. Seems to make sense. Now, there's not a ton of damage coming our way. We should grab the gauntlet. But I feel like if I just grab enough damage, all the problems go away anyways. Definitely took some big bites out of them. We got 30 blocks, so we should try and grab the gauntlet. A magnet would make this really strong. Okay, we're going to add some block and extra damage here. Plus we knocked everything down to only 9 damage. Oh, that is a shiny enemy also. Finding some very shiny enemies today. Okay, if I grab that, I think it just dies anyway. As long as you grab one of the gold daggers, they die quickly. Oh, there's another one too. Probably want that. Because if we can get that plus critical hits, damage is going to get stupid. Skip and collect rewards. Gain 1 free reroll when selecting a reward. That's good for me. That'll help us save some money. Alright, you guys all have quite a bit of damage going, so you know, let's just grab a few of those. I think the damage is going to get pretty big here on these. Yeah, like we can just sort of run through them with those. Okay, we'll just grab a bunch more, and I think we can kill the little, whatever this is. We sure can. We've been overthinking it the whole time. A pebble could be good again. I feel like I sort of need better things right now. Reduces incoming damage to 1, but removes all your block. Try a reroll. This is another one we maybe need. All of our money. We haven't bought this thing yet, because we need our money to start really working for us. Which also means we need to try saving a lot. I don't think we've even taken any damage in a long time now that I think about it. In theory, with a build like this, we could go infinitely far as long as we can keep getting coins. What is this? I don't remember how this works. But, oh. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that's okay. We didn't get what we wanted, but we don't always get what we want. 942 HP from something that's not going to do much of anything. Definitely going to grab the gauntlet right away. The gauntlet is always our security. All that stuff can go in. There's some big damage there. Could use the eye patch, one of the eye patches, the stones. We'll probably just grab the other one of these. The eye patch came with it, but that's okay. We gotta reload the eye patch in anyway. Big hit still. Down to 402 HP already. Oh, is it disappearing items from the machine? That's actually reasonably annoying. I think if I grab both of those though, the 4-armed cat is going to be in trouble. Keeping my items hostage also. We actually have 44 damage coming back our way, so we do need to sort of finish this off. Pretty sure that cluster of whatever will be enough to do it. I do enjoy this build because I don't have to think a lot. Get a random buff each time a lucky ability is triggered. Nope. Increase the amount of fluff in the machine. Nope, we get a free reroll. For random items shrink in size at the end of your turn. That could be fun. Yeah, let's try that. Because then we can grab more per grab. I wanted this because of the anvil. Because we're definitely... Oh, these are multiplying so quickly. We're going to upgrade 2 of these. That way every time we grab it, we know it's big damage. I don't think I need the alchemist. Although maybe there's something we could change into... change from something else into metal. But I'm pretty sure it's all metal. We could change this one into metal actually, so the eye patch would go in. That was if we ever do find a magnet, we can actually do it. We are going to take the harder battle here as well. We're going to fight the king squid. Okay, there's an eye patch and a gauntlet right here. Can we grab both of those around that whetstone? We actually could. I'm impressed. I didn't at all think that was going to work. Yeah, we did 513 damage to that creature. We're going to leave that eye patch. Well, we could have grabbed that, but that's okay, because that bomb is definitely going to die. That creature almost died. There's just a lot of damage going out. I was skeptical about a critical hit build at first. My skepticism has departed. Oh, I didn't see it had the echo thing. I would have tried harder to grab more. Well, there's always a second grab. Down it goes. That thing is dead. Energy drink, plastic knife, icicle. The great sword, 10 damage to all enemies isn't horrible. Treasure chest. Attacks the nearest enemy for 13 damage, opens up with submerged at the end of your turn, and adds 3 random items to the claw machine. That could be fun for like a chaos build, but we need order right now, not chaos. Okay, we gotta fight Fluffster, Flaya, and Dynamic Duo. In order to do so, where's my gauntlet? Did I not make it into the machine? That's troubling. That's a lot of damage coming back my way. We're actually at a lot of trouble without that gauntlet. We better hope we can kill a lot of the creatures. I think we probably can. Okay, we got 2 of those, which might have just saved us in a pretty big way. Yeah, that took out most of everything in the machine. These things are so strong. So we'll throw a few more at them. Yeah, we might have to remove some items on the machine then. Because we need gauntlets. Without the gauntlets, we're pretty in trouble. Don't need any of those. I don't want to spend any more money. We need our money to keep going up. I don't think we fought Goobert or Lord Squidulus this time. We're going to fight Goobert because it's funner to say. Okay, we're going to see Grandma also. Still some more of her pension. That's okay. She said I could. Yeah, there's like a laser cannon here. That's got to be a reference to something. We'll also do a little bit of gambling while we're waiting. It's free to play. Treasure chest? Nope. I want the jackpot. I don't need a jackpot, but I want it. 144 coins doesn't really mean that much. Is that a marble or a moon? It's a snowball. It was neither. Anytime now, we're going to get something. Oh, that cost 5. This is getting expensive. We'll do one more spin. Like any good gambler, we'll say one more. I don't want a snowball. Okay, we're gonna fight Goobert. 1300 HP. They're definitely getting strong. Yeah, we once again don't have the gauntlet. They're about to like one-shot us. We need our gauntlet. That's a lot of damage coming our way. Too much damage. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess our multiplying items sort of worked against us because it's pushing the gauntlet out. The gauntlet used to always spawn. And now it don't. Okay, let's grab both of those. And hopefully there's some real big damage here. It's not going to be enough. It was almost enough, actually. It was so close. I forgot how much damage those can do. Wow, that's getting such big damage. Great. We need some heals in a big way. Okay, 1 block each time an item is added to the machine after the first turn. Increase maximum health for 2 for each 10 coins you own. I might actually grab that just to give us a little more wiggle room. Hopefully that also healed us up like 100 as well. We'll go here to try and do a little bit of upgrading. I need to remove some things from the machine, actually. I don't need to upgrade. We'll go gambling in the hard fight. 789. Did we get healed up, though, too? We did. We're at 200 HP now. So I think we'll be alright for a while. If we could do 500 damage per stab and climbing, that was 638 that time. I think we could just sort of blitz our way through enemies for a while. Although they're up to 239 for a basic enemy. The next boss might be a problem. But we just need things that scale with money. Okay, we're going to skip because our money needs to go up. This will be the hard battle. There's 90 damage coming away from a regular enemy. That's a shiny. What we could do here, we could do something risky and try and grab both of those. I do kind of want to go for that. We might also get NIDA by doing this. Ooh, we did pinch them together. All right, that's going to take out the first two enemies. Nope, that's going to take out the first enemy. That's okay. Pretty sure if I grab even one of these, it's bad news for him. Because those only have a 3... wait, if they have a 75% chance, I think we have a 20% chance. So I think they have a 95% chance to crit. So they're almost guaranteed, but not quite. There's another one. We have enough now already, though. I don't need more. Anything here that's fun? Winter gloves, sponge. I don't need strength potion, although those can scale and break the game. Gasoline. What do you do? Applies 10 fire to the nearest enemy. No. I think it's time we fight Squidward. We can get some coins and then do some gambling again. We'll go on over here and pluck up 2 piggy banks at least and a bonus coin. 177. 15 coins for us. We're up to almost 900. Is there anything else here we could use? Dark sword, syringe. Nope. The only way we're going to continue on is if we keep picking up things that scale with money. So the first thing Squidward is going to do is buff himself. That's fine by me. That gives us a chance to grab some of these for 721 plus some extra. Then we're going to grab another one of these. We really need a garbage can. I need to toss a lot of stuff out of my machine. 721. Critical hit chance by 10%. I think that's probably worth it. It might not be at this point because those things have a 95% crit chance, I do believe. That 5% chance worth it? We're going to reroll for something better. Increase critical hit chance by 100%. Nope. Gain 1 coin each time you attack an enemy. That would add up quickly. We can get more items dropped in the machine. Let's actually do that. This might be bad, but there's our garbage can too. So let's see if we can upgrade real quick. Nothing we want because, well, we'll upgrade one of those, but then we're going to start tossing out some things like these. These are expensive to shred. These are really expensive to shred. But I think that's worth it to do like that at least. And then we're hopefully left with much better items in the machine. We did lose a little bit of damage there, but we'll be okay because look at this machine now. It's raw damage. Pure damage. And we're going to get block out of this. Those weren't crits. Why were those not crits? Oh yeah, these don't have a crit chance. Oh yeah, right. For these to do their full damage, they need that crit chance. So we did actually make a bad choice. So is it his base damage? I thought those ones had the crit included on them, but they don't. So in saying that, we're just going to grab a bunch of this then. We got 50 damage coming our way. We did pick up the gauntlet, I do believe, though, so we'll add a little bit more block. Oh, we did manage to kill that. We did get a very lucky crit there, which sort of saved us. There's a lot of damage coming our way again, so we're definitely going to have to try and get some damage back. They only have 116. Got him. 553. That was actually reasonably close, though. There was no guarantee we were going to win that one. We will do a reroll. There's a magnet finally. A magnet will be good. Skip and collect. There's an extra 10% crit chance again. 30% chance to duplicate a random item at the end of each fight. Yes. No, I can only pick one. We'll take 10% crit chance then. See, now the magnet's ready to go. Is there an eye patch with that? There is. So what we kind of got to do is grab the magnet, I think. No, we'll grab those out of there. Well, there's still a pretty big crit chance on that. Okay, there we go. We grabbed some more stuff with the magnet at least. Okay, so that works. We're up to 45 block as well. One of the eye patches is metal. That one over here. Got it. So they're going to try and hit us pretty hard. I'm going to try and grab the eye patch and the magnet. That worked. The eye patch is towards the end of all this, but it was still enough to carry us through. Reroll. We're looking for other stuff. Don't want any of this. The crit items are fairly underwhelming overall from what I've seen. I don't know which one of these I want to fight. We'll fight this creature. It doesn't really matter much. I really want to fight Grandma, but we're not allowed to. She's the secret final boss. She'll get tired of us giving her the money. I realize now there's paintings in the back of our house that probably references to other games. Okay, we gotta fight this creature. He's gonna add items to the machine, which is gonna get super annoying. So to begin, let's just try and grab that eye patch and a few of those. Hopefully the eye patch drops in first. And it went last. Of course it did. But now if we grab 3 of these, that could be huge damage. This could be really big. 621, 621, 621 is nearly dead. So those bombs, I believe, go off if we don't do something about them. They got 159 HP with 192 shield. I think I could sort of just go like this and probably just solve all that. Can I do it? We did it. Increase critical chance. Nope. Each time we dodge an attack. Nope. Nope. We can do better. Increase critical damage by 20%. Yes, that's a big multiplier on top of everything else. Does anything here help you with actual crits, or is this just other stuff? I guess crits stack on top of any type of damage. But we just don't have a lot of good damage stuff here. We'll do a little bit of this. Mystery room. Okay, so if we can get that chest, we will. The fish are going to bonk that around. It's hard in the center. The fish congregate there. And they're going and going and going. Can we get that shot through? You gotta have patience. Well, we hooked it on the way up. I absolutely missed. Only by luck did we get this. I don't need the whetstone anymore. We could actually remove the whetstones. They had damage, but we're getting all of our damage from the coin boost items. So we don't want any of those either. We're going to take the easier battles at this point. They're going to have a higher chance of getting us better items. So there's definitely enough damage to kill us coming back our way. So we're going to need to kill them first. Which means we need to try and grab this eye patch. Which, not off to a great start. The whetstone is in the way. I should have removed the whetstones if I had been thinking about it. I think we're actually dead here. We took away some of that damage, but like... yeah, we're actually dead there. The enemies scale very quickly. We just did not have the toughness. But that was good. That took us 2 hours and 30 minutes. Did it actually? It didn't. But I had to leave the game running and had it paused for a minute. But we did unlock Thonk. The second claw is always a slingshot. Attacks the furthest away enemy first. Splits the slingshot rock into 2 rocks. This creature looks funny. Thonk may not be the most sophisticated bunny in the dungeon, but there's one thing he does better than anyone else: throwing stones. Thonk. A slingshot. I don't know what a slingshot is. We'll leave it on difficulty 0 because I don't know what this character is. Or how they operate. So the second is a slingshot. And what exactly is this? Splits a slingshot rock into 2 rocks. Are we supposed to like drop that in now? I'm confused. We got 6 damage coming our way right now, so let's just go ahead and pick up some assorted goodies. And toss them gingerly at the enemy. Oh yeah, we attacked the rear enemy first. Alright, so... how exactly is this supposed to work? These bounce around and just collect items that they hit? That's kind of fun. That's a new mechanic. Cool. We can make that work. Now, what do we want for other things? Attacks the nearest enemy for 1 damage. The damage is increased by 2 for each marble you have in the machine. We could just have a really marbly build. I think I want to give that a try. So the first hit, we got a lot of damage coming our way. So let's first and foremost defend ourselves. We'll throw up 10 shield against the 11 damage we have coming our way. And then we definitely want to hit the diamond. So the angle on those is going to matter a lot. Very interesting. I gotta remember we're attacking the rear enemy first, which is beneficial, but we gotta remember that that does happen. Drops 2 pebbles into the machine when getting attacked. Well, luckily they're going to be the last one attacked. Can we just gather up sort of all of that? Nope. And we're going to have to take that shield before we do anything. There's also no diamond here currently. I can't actually move this. Like I have to fire from here. So we just got to live with whatever happens. We're exactly going to block what they're doing, but this is a very different mechanic than what we're used to. Okay, let's grab a whole bunch of that. If we could just get like 1,000,000 marbles, damage might really get out of control. I don't know how many marbles we can even put in the machine, really. Do pebbles do anything? Attacks the last enemy for 8 damage. Okay. Off we go then. Let's just go ahead and kill them with that. So I guess this thing's going to bounce around a lot. So I don't actually know, like, the best way to do this. Attacks the nearest enemy for 5 damage. I'm just going to skip for now. We're going to see what kind of perk we get. Whenever an enemy dies with 10 or more poison stacks, gain 10 coins. Whenever an enemy dies, 10 or more stacks of frost, heal 5 health. I'd rather take the one for poison. We can't get very poisony in this game. Poison can scale quick. Wow, look at the piggy banks. If I was lucky and good, we'd get 3 of them, but I'm neither. Some money, though. We won't say no to money. Yes, guide me. I don't know what we want with Thonk here. Which one do we want? Strength? Critical hit, frost, spike, healing, damage maybe? I'm not actually really sure with this one. Self-damage we don't want. Coin token, companion token. Dodge. Maybe damage. I guess we'll take damage for now. Because I don't know what better to do. But we always hit the last enemy first. Giant lava slime. So we'll just start throwing stuff at it. It's only going to do 2 damage to us. And then we can go crazy. Actually, I guess if we get enough diamonds too, we could split our this thing more times. And we could really hit with a lot of different stuff. We just need more diamonds. If we can get more diamonds, I don't even know if that's a thing. Pretty sure if I grab this by itself, we use it twice. There's only 6 damage coming back our way. So that would deal 20 damage. Otherwise, I got to pick up 4 knives instead. I missed entirely. That wasn't what I wanted to do, but I guess now we can just sort of, whatever, go like that. Looks like we can hit 3 things. And that last one did count as a double for some reason. The fire's going to start to hurt as well. Okay, we got to finish this creature off. We'll do a big deep grab. And the creature is finished. Water bomb. The ticking bomb applies 100 soak to an exploding instead of dealing damage. Nope. Gain 1 coin each time you attack an enemy. That's not horrible if we want coins again. I feel like we're going to attack enemies a lot, so let's stack up some coins. I do kind of want to see if we can upgrade the diamond. I am curious about that. Nah, we can't. What about the marble? Attacks the nearest enemy for 1 damage. Damage is increased by 3 for each marble you have in the machine. That's not horrible. We'll take one of those. I don't think we have enough money to upgrade anything else. Or do anything else for that matter. So let's get back to thonking things. So that's a super marble. They're going to do 10 damage back to us. So maybe first let's... Ooh, do we want to move the diamond? We didn't. That was not what we wanted. If we go like that, we'll get some shield going out. This character is a little bit hard to use. I'm now realizing that. They're going to have honey stuck to everything. We only have 9 damage coming our way, so this time, let's actually get some damage going. That creature has a 47. Now 27. We gotta pick 3 items to attack. Down there might actually be better. I think we'll get hopefully 2 of those. You had some sort of doubles. We're gonna take some damage here, but that's okay. The one-eyed creature is gonna heal the honey ball. We're gonna need some extra damage for Thonk here. And more diamonds. I wish the diamond was upgradable. This is hard to use. This is going to get complicated. But it'll be just right. I believe will turn us into something good. Can we just, grab this by itself? That's not going to count by itself. Oh, maybe it is actually. Well, I don't know if it did actually. It sort of worked out all for the best anyway. The marbles are more of an investment too. They're not going to be very good yet, but if we get enough, they might be. But we need a lot of them really to make them really work. 3 damage per marble. So 10 of them would be 30 damage. Even that would kind of scale out. So maybe the marbles are also a bad idea. Get 10 damage coming our way, but we'll get some shield there. Kill them anyway. Attacks a random enemy for 6 critical hit chance. Attacks a nearest enemy for 4 damage. Damage is increased by 5% to spikes. We don't have any spikes. That could get bigger though too. We'll reroll. We'll hope for better. Attacks an nearest enemy for 15 damage. Maybe because this thing breaks into 3. We could try something like a sickle. I don't have a lot of faith in that. But we gotta try something. Okay, give me that in particular. I believe this will be a rare item. Popsicle heals you for 10 health but also applies 5 frost. Nope. I can have nothing that hurts myself. I know myself. There's another shiny enemy. I'm gonna try and grab just a whole bunch of this stuff. Good enough. So the purple creature is gonna be in trouble. We're gonna if that hops out of the machine, I should get a refund for that. It hopped right on out. I gotta remember that can happen. What is this exactly? Add 1 poison to the player at the end of the turn. Well, are we just in luck? Can we grab a whole bunch of this stuff? I think we grab enough to hurt that creature pretty bad. Now we're gonna go straight down. I wanted that sickle more than anything. But now we got 15 shield. It's enough to block the damage at least. We do take a little bit of poison damage from that. Down we go. Grab this sickle. The sickle should do some good. Yep, the sickle did a nice one. That creature's only got 4 left. So that hops around a little bit too. It's very hard to know where those rocks are going to go. I gotta find a way to embrace that chaos. We did take a sickle up again though. Okay, that finished that creature off. We dropped some coins in. 6 damage coming our way. They only have 24 HP though. I should block at least some of that. I feel like if I don't, I'll be doing myself a disservice. I feel like we're going to take some damage this run. The sickle should maybe do it. What was this? The sickle I think is 50% crit chance. So I guess this is so interesting the way this works because it hops around like that. Okay, we didn't get the 50% crit. That's probably alright ultimately. Now, to finish this off, I think we can just pluck that sword up. Does that count as a sword by itself? I think it does. It did. 20 damage. There's a metal shield. There's the thorn whip again. Maybe I should grab that, but the problem is I don't have spikes yet. It'd be better if I had more of a direction for this. Eye patches crits again. Small sword again. I'm not really... there's a marble. A marble might work. I know they're going to scale out eventually, but for now we can have a marble. A marble build might end up being pretty good. I should have grabbed some heals there as well. We got to fight a vampire cat soon. Forget how this one worked. Yeah, just kind of sucked everything over. I should get a refund for that. 152 HP from Mama Cream Puff. Make of that name what you will. So do the marbles need marbles in the machine? Yeah, they need to be in the machine for their damage to go up. Eventually, potentially though, that could get good. We didn't get a crit there. We got only 2 damage coming our way. When the balls, the things split, it does actually make it fairly good. Because they get hit lots of big items. I guess that's the advantage. The stones can bounce around and hit individual things. So if they hit like, say 6 big things like a sickle, that's where this build may come alive. What are you about to do? Increase his strength when getting attacked. Don't we all? They got 5 damage coming our way. We'll probably hit a shield if we do that anyway. We hit it with the marble. We blocked all the damage. The sickle and the sword might be the way to do it here. And or the marble. That's not the worst. That's actually a fair bit of damage, considering where we're at. Now we need some shield. We don't have enough shield to block this. That's actually a pretty big hit for us. I do think we get healed once the boss dies. What's the best way to do this? Marbles aren't going to hit for that much yet. You need so many marbles to make it worthwhile. We grab the shield and these. Yeah, that was a good grab for us. Especially because the sickle does, I think, 15 damage. So that'll finish off the idiot. And a little bit extra. Oh, wait. Did it have shield? Why did we not kill it all the way? I'm not entirely sure why. Strength. What did the sickle? I don't know why the sickle didn't hit for full. I spat it out. That's rough. That's okay. This will finish it off. Did the sickle disappear there? I'm confused as to what happens there. The lucky ability, nope. Spikes apply fire to the attacker instead of dealing damage. What does fire do exactly? Deal 1 damage at the start of the turn and gets removed afterwards. That seems like it's a very situational thing to use then. Each collective fluff heals you for 1 health isn't horrible though. I might actually take that for now. We are going to take a lot of fluff probably accidentally. At this point, I think I'm going to have to take the gambling option. This build doesn't feel that strong yet. I kind of want to spear the golden fish. I don't know what happens if I do, though. Might have missed my opportunity right there. Well, we'll wait. Patience is a good thing. It's no problem. You guys just swim about, being idiots all you want. I saw my opportunity and I struck. Please be something that helps our build. Attacks the nearest enemy for 15 damage, increase your block by 10. Yes, that's good because I think I can swing around and hit that. Also probably this, attacks all enemies for 10. I don't know how much this costs to play. Should I just do it again? That was close. We got money. We can do this again. Alright, I think I see the pattern here. Basically, we got to spend lots of money to make this work. We have lots of money though. That's the point of having all this money, so we can make poor choices. One thing I want to try is Toxicarl again, because we won with Toxicarl, so we get extra stuff, but each time we apply a poison, we basically do it again. And that's going to be good for us. We can also assign some paws, and these can be really good. We can have a Magnet Claw. Each time you apply a poison, apply 1 more stack. Can we do that again? We can actually stack that already. So these are going to get really, really strong potentially. Health is increased by 15. Start each turn with 10 block. I think I'd rather just take the extra poison. So we can get like mega poison. And mega poison is the kind of thing we want. Okay, what does this do? Apply save poison to the nearest enemy. Permanently increases amount by 3 if an enemy dies from poison when that's inside the machine. That sounds fine to me. Let's start throwing some items out. So they had 7 poison, but then they died. Does our perk also, like, does that hit everything? Each time you apply poison to an enemy, yeah, we just apply it extra times. So let's grab a shield and a single one of those. We might be able to build up quite big. Oh yeah, that doesn't apply poison because that's just a regular attack. We need one of our poisony bits to do it. And I think we're going to do this. They're not quite going to die from poison. But if we give them just a little stabbing, they will. Can we manage to make that work? We actually did, I think. Yep, so they'll die from poison. Poison Flask gets better. Now they're going to apply 6 poison. So I don't know if that gets quadrupled or it's just going to add more. We don't really want any of that. I do kind of need to try that now, actually. So 6 poison. I'm curious to see. This is kind of a waste of a turn. But how much poison is this going to add to everyone? 17 to only 1 character. Interesting. It's going to get very poisony no matter what we do. very poisony. So they died to poison. We're not quite going to block all that. But we just need to keep adding poison to everything we can. Then it's going to be real easy. So they got 7 poison just from that. And those normally only apply 3. So we're adding an extra 4. So yeah, we could scale that with the right pieces. We just need poison on hit. If we could get poison on like every hit, we could just stack it up very big. That's okay. We took a little damage. They don't have a ton of HP. 23. We only got 6 damage coming our way. I think I have a solution for that. We'll just kill him first. So there's our 7 poison already. So I don't need to do a ton of damage actually. If I do this, I can't remember what their base damage is, but the poison afterwards will for sure do it. Dead. I've discovered a new shiny enemy. So we're looking for things that help poison. Don't want that. Don't want any of that. Pure poison. Anything else is unacceptable. Reduce prices for all services by 20%. I guess we'll take that. I was hoping more so for poison on hit sort of thing. But we'll take what we can get. I'm just going to grab over here where it's a safer grab. A little bit of healing, a little bit of piggy bank, a little bit of everything. Hopefully here out of the percomatic, so we need poison. Which one's poison? Spike token, lucky token. Poison has got to be here somewhere. Coin token, strength. Is there no poison? Yeah, there it is. Take the selected token. Now we'll get a higher chance for poison stuff. And that's important to me. It's going to be hard to kill this thing strictly with poison damage, but it would be fun to get that leveled up. So it should apply 10 poison. They're only going to do 10 damage to us. So we'll see if we can squeeze that out of there. So I'll block all of their damage and keep stacking up that poison. Like 14 poison damage is a lot. We also need to be able to survive whatever they're giving back to us, which could amount to a lot. I probably should have added some attack and block. But if I get poison on hit, then we'll get like 4 poison on hit straight away. And there's some other perks that definitely stack on top of that. 27 poison, that's almost going to kill them. They're going to do just a touch of damage plus that burn. The flask is still there though. I should actually skip this turn and let them die. And then the flask goes up. There's also pet insurance. Whenever a pet disappears, its strength buffs. That could be good. Increase your damage by 10% could be good. I need something about poison. If you kill a poisoned enemy, apply its poison stacks to all other enemies. That's really big for us to find. That's going to be really big. Let's see what we can upgrade. I can't upgrade the poison flask, but these upgrade till 6 poison. That will work. I'm not going to be able to afford anything else. But we're going to go on a lovely poisoning rampage. They're all just going to heal anyway. So that's means a free-for-all for us. I should actually end the turn here. Because we essentially get a free one. They die, that thing gets upgraded, so we can apply 12 poison. Actually, I can just end my turn and it's going to kill all of them. Because the poison spread. And now that thing goes up again. Apply 5 poison to the last enemy. So it'll apply 9 poison to the last enemy. I'll take that. This is actually interesting because I think I can actually get away with grabbing some good stuff without too many spikes this time. The spike went in first, so we'll actually heal up, and then we'll get a rare item. We'll get our poisony perks. Attacks the nearest enemy and deals 1 damage, reach fire. Nope. If it's not poison, it's not for us. So that's 18 poison damage to the nearest enemy. Which we can do better. We got to get some poison going elsewhere. So they have 10 already. If we hit them with this, they'll get poisoned again. I could get that poison, the flask up way big. So they're going to die. They apply the poison there. I don't need to hit that very hard to have the same, to have a good thing happen. I just can't see what I'm doing now either. So let's grab a shield, I think. And we applied some ink on them as well. So I'm actually okay with that skipping now. I want them to get hit with a poison to just about kill them. And now if I skip turn again, they die to poison. The flask gets stronger. 5 poison to the last enemy again. I think I probably want that. We want to keep applying poison to things. Perks galore. Okay, we managed to scrape that one out. I need poison on hit. If I get that, this will get to be a really, really stupid build. 2 perks to pick from. Hopefully. Maybe 3 perks to pick from? We might as well go for it. That's painful. 20 damage for us. At the start of each fight, apply 3 poison to all enemies is good though. Hopefully that turns into 7 then. I don't know where exactly that item's going to scale. Okay, we can grab something here, probably. Well, we got lots of money. We didn't get lots of heals. But I feel like we don't need it. So yeah, they did get 7 poison right away. That's very helpful. These apply 5 poison. That applies 3 poison. So we'll get the poison party started. So they're at 25 poison already. Plus we're going to block their damage and add a little bit more poison here. So they're 35 poison. So basically I just need to survive for some turns and they're going to die. But we're going to keep stacking up the poison because we can. That will add 24 poison. If we wanted it to. But they're now up to 53. We got 5 damage coming our way, so let's just take a bite of this. A little more damage for them. We'll easily block their damage. Now I just need to skip the turn. The poison took them down. They're at 17 out of 152. 59 poison damage immediately destroys them. Start each fight with 15 block might not be the worst idea in the world. Give ourselves a little bit of toughness. We need to be able to absorb some kind of damage at some point. So the Shuriken Plus will add 10 poison damage to the last enemy. We'll get a few of those. This will add 6 poison. Then we can leave. We'll take the harder fight. I think we get better rewards, potentially. Like if we want to kill all these, we certainly can. We actually have quite a bit of damage coming our way. Luckily we got lots of block to begin the round now. I was hoping for a better grab than that. But everything's going to get pretty hurt from poison. So we're probably going to stack up. Let's grab a little bit of this. We need a little bit more block. I don't want to take too much damage yet. A little bit of stabbing, a little bit of poison. Everyone's actually taking tons of poison so far. Like they're going to die from poison anyway. Everyone else is not going to take long to also die from poison. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to grab these. And then we can actually... We take some shield and we can just deal with it from there. Because they're going to die. We're going to take a bit of damage from them. But not much. And then they have 97 poison because the other stacks absorbed onto them. So we'll just skip. And they die. The poison blast now does 36 poison already. Poison stuff? You can use an additional harpoon next turn. I don't actually think I want that. Because I think I have to pick that up to use it. And I want more poison stuff in the machine. I don't know if I want another one of these though. I might come to regret that later. So they're all just going to do a bunch of buffs and stuff. So we'll get the poison party started. They all start with 7, which is great. That was a really bad grab. But that means as soon as they die, they consolidate all that poison onto the rest. And that's really good for us. That was so close to dying. If we didn't get such a bad first grab. What does this mean? Defeat the enemy to get the item back. They stole my poison flask. This won't do at all. We actually have lots of damage coming our way too, so... We need some shield. This will defeat the first enemy. And distribute that poison around. Did I get my poison flask back? I wouldn't want to lose that. That would be horrifying. Now, we got to deal with 27 damage coming our way. If we get enough damage on them, they'll actually die. I think that's what we should plan to do. Is that going to do it? That might actually. Yep, they sure will. Perfect. I don't think our poison flask got upgraded there. Big shield. I'm going to throw a big shield in just to give us some toughness. we're going to fight, I believe it's the Yeti. Frosty. Frosty wants to fight, we'll fight Frosty. Need more perks as well. I really just want to get poison on hit. Is that too much to ask? I don't even know if that's still a thing. We have poison. We could also get block maybe. A dodge token wouldn't be horrible. Items that interact with block. We'll go all poison. Why mess with the good thing? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So they're going to swing 14 damage at us. In the meantime, let's just go ahead and we picked up some shield. We'll add some poison to their problems. What would that do? 36 poison. Well, we're easily going to block what they got coming our way. We just need more poison knee stabbers. Maybe I should have got another star. But they're already up to 45. Like, that's going to get so big. We're also frosty now. 14 damage coming our way. So we pick up some shield and another star. Slowly but surely we'll build up some more block. I might have to grab the bigger shield. Actually, I could probably grab those two. The poison will really do all the work from here. I don't really have to do much else. They take 58 damage per turn. It's sort of the opposite of what we had last go with the critical hits that were like instant big damage. This is big damage, but it's more of a slow burn damage. Okay, well there's more poison for them. We're only going to take 4 damage, so let's just keep stacking up the poison. So they're at 95 already. So they're going to die basically in more or less one more turn. Depending on what we hit them with here. That was a real bad grab. Okay, I'm going to need to try and grab some shields to make up for that, unfortunately. Got a little bit greedy here, but we actually got away with it. So we're going to block most of their damage. They lost most of their HP, so I can actually just skip this turn and then they die to poison. And then our flask gets upgraded even more. At the end of your turn, gain 10 block for every poisoned enemy. That's a good one. That's really good. So we're always going to get 10 block automatically. Now we also need to get rid of some items. I want to shred one of these at least. It's not poisoning anything. Maybe one shield. I think we're going to leave it at that. We'll take a mystery room and an elite battle. We gotta fight a penguin with icicle legs. So they all have poison already. We just want to keep poisoning them, I guess, is the point of all this. They're all poisoned, so we'll get an instant 30 block from all this. So that's gonna scale really well. We just need something that can do more big poison. So they're not quite gonna die, but it's not gonna take long for them to die. Like if we skip this turn, Pingu dies. The knight might. I don't know if poison can go through that or not. There's an ice cube in here too. Well, I'm going to grab these two. Whoops. I'm going to grab this one instead. So that's going to die. We'll take damage from you. I just don't know if that one's going to die. Fingers crossed. In goes the star. Just to give them 48 poison. So dead. Yep. And then you consolidate all that poison. So you're also going to die. The poison flask goes up and I've never even used it. 45 to the nearest enemy. And then that would spread onto the rest of them. Any poisony things? Apply poison. Do I want another one of these? I guess I do. Poison is poison. I'm getting good at this one. Even though I have like 50% success. What does the fish do? I brought a fish with me this time. I didn't realize that could happen. Water pistol, skip. Kind of maybe want to go for that. I feel like I could. The tentacles kind of just do their own thing, but as long as the spikes go in, yeah, that's fine. And then we get a rare item. Garden shears. Where's those stacks of spikes? Nope. I want poison and only poison. They're going to do 16 damage. Not really much I can do about that, but I'm going to grab the big shield at least. And we're going to start adding some extra poison. So we're going to block all of the damage. Plus we get shield for poisoned enemies. So even grab the gold stabber. Down they go. So you'll die from poison. You'll give it to you, who is also going to die from poison if I skip this turn. And the poison investment keeps going. This will get 51 poison. We got a new shiny enemy. A tower shield might be good. 20 block in case we need it. I do want that. Okay, let's fight the golem creature. We'll also do a little bit of gambling. You never know. The jackpot is 149 currently. Is that a perk? It is a perk. Start each fight with 3 strength is actually big. Because we do lots of small hits, so that's the extra damage per hit. The poison on top of that will help. I'm about to leave this room. Yeah, we'll just leave this room there. This is good though. That's real good for us. This is an easy grab. There's like no downside to here. We can just grab whatever we want. Take it and run. Now we gotta fight this Smeltor. Well, we easily got the block. So let's just hand out some poison. There you go. 52 poison already. I don't even really know what to grab at this point. Basically whatever we can. The 3 extra strength will make a difference. They're going to swing back. 10 fire is going to hurt. But their poison is only going to go up from here. I want to say there's a poison potion too that you can get. They can definitely multiply the poison. But I might be thinking of something else. The tower shield is actually good there because that's going to help us push that damage. 98 poison already. I think they're about to summon a minion. I think this is where they summon their little rock. But that's okay. Their rock can come out. It will also be poisoned. I really want to get between those shields. Didn't really work. We'll still add some more poison to them though. They're almost dead. I think I can actually just skip this turn anyway. Because then Big Boy's going to die and they're going to transfer the poison. And then this creature can die. And then that's just more buff for our flask, which is up to 57. That might be up to 60 now. Whenever an enemy dies with 10 or more stacks of frost, nope. We're going to re-roll. We're going to have 3 poison on each enemy at the start. Thanks to our poison buff. Yeah, that'll be 6 poison on start. There are better things we could do. But I really will take that. That'll still be good. Okay, this will be 6 poison now every time we stab with it. The tower shield can increase block by 30. That's important. I'm also going to trim maybe a small shield then. Maybe I might not need the big shield anymore. Yeah, let's shred those 2. And then we're left with more so poisony bits. We'll do the gamble in the hard fight. I think that should be okay overall. So 17 damage coming our way. They have 10 poison damage each. Let's see if we can... How much poison damage can we stack up in a single go? So you're going to die anyway. We just need some block. And block is what we'll get. We were almost blocking all of it anyway, I guess. But now we're really blocking all of it. Oh, they both died to poison. That makes it easy. 5 poison to the last enemy. The poison spreads from there. Without the poison spreading, poison would feel kind of weak. So 18 damage coming our way. We're basically going to block that, so we might as well just start the party going. They always start with 10 poison. So that thing's already going to die. So basically 66 poison damage from the flask already. We'll just drop these in. We end turn, then we watch the chaos unfold. 139 poison damage for the knight already. Dead. Now we just need more poison pieces. Poison... 3 only. I don't know if I want that. I feel like I want better. I need bigger poison. We'll just skip. Some gamble might help. Treasure chest. We don't want that. If we don't really get anything that does a really good poison, I don't want it. Remove all stacks of poison from yourself might save my life at some point. But I'm going to pretend I don't know that. The greatsword attacks all enemies. We don't want that. We'll go ahead and fight Queen Beatrice. Beatrice. Removes all poison stacks on the nearest enemy. Deals 3 damage for each stack removed. So it would do triple the damage. That's interesting. feel like that might screw me up at some point. But to strip the poison away and place a damage could make for a single big hit. But if it's like a boss, if we take the poison away, the damage is worth so much more over the turns though. I don't actually think I want that. I think that's just going to get in the way. That's sort of a risk-reward thing, and I just don't see that being worth it right now. That's okay. We've got piggy banks and heals. Compliments of grandma. Okay, we gotta fight the bee. So the poison flask is up to 75. So I mean, if we had that item, we could go 75 and then dump the extra damage on it. But we didn't take it, so we'll put it out of mind. 34 poison damage already. Could also use the perk where if you grab an item, only a single item, it gets used twice. That could have some fun ramifications. 57 poison for the bee. They're going to start dropping some honey in, which really actually doesn't bother me. That's a lot of damage coming my way though. So we're going to want the tower shield and whatever else comes with it. So we blocked most of that damage now. Let's try and block the rest of it if we can, or at least some more of it. That was a good little grab. We're going to add some more poison. Block all of their damage, actually. 84 poison damage. So we just sort of need the toughness to deal with what they're throwing at us. And we have our enormous tower shield for that. Tower shield will keep us well alive for now. And we keep stacking up that beautiful, beautiful poison. So depending on what they're about to hit with 36, so I just need some block again. Aren't I supposed to be grabbing, getting block for each poisoned enemy? Was that an item? I thought I had that. Gain 10 block for every poisoned enemy. So shouldn't I be gaining 10 block every turn? Whatever the case, the bee is dead. My flask goes up. Each attack applies 1 poison. That's what I needed. That one really puts us over the top. So we'll do this one then. I don't know if I have anything I can upgrade really. I could upgrade that. We'll get to that later. Treasure chest sounds more fun for now. So they all start with 10 poison. We don't have a ton of damage coming in, but now every time I hit them with anything, it's going to add an additional 3, 4 poison. I'm not actually sure. It's going to be a lot. So I should actually just end my turn here because that's going to die. And then we block the rest. You have 48, so you just need a little hit. Not much, just a little hit. Then you'll die, and then so will you, actually. Did I just see that every hit was adding 5 poison? That may well have been the case. The flask is only going to get stronger where there's poison on top of poison for hitting enemies. I do need to be careful about how many items I'm putting in. You regenerate 1 health when you deal damage. Oh, this is going to be strong. So we deal poison with every hit, but we also regenerate. There's 24 damage coming our way. So we don't need that much, actually. We don't need that much health. What is those in? Shield, rather. So you're up to 15 poison. The enemy at the rear. So we just need lots of hits. Because we're going to block not quite all the damage, but if we manage to kill one of these things, that'll be okay. We'll see how this goes. So you're actually going to die to poison? Oh, you're all going to die to poison. Great. I wasn't really calculating that. I was just guesstimating. Serrated blade attacks the nearest enemy and does 1 damage for each stack of poison on the enemy. That's interesting. Wonder how big that item is. We'll take that because I think that's going to help sort of quicken our damage. I am going to need to start removing some things. The poison flask up to 96 as well. Okay, we don't have that much damage coming our way, so we just need to attack with as many things as we can. Wasn't a great grab there. I got to remove these little round shields. We'll try and grab a bunch of this. Well, that didn't really work super well, but we are going to take a pretty big bite there. So you're actually going to die to poison and contribute to the rest. So then all I have to do is just skip the turn again and they all die to poison. It's a very good setup. Okay, we're going to re-roll some more times. Gives you 1 dodge, applies 3 poison to everyone, including yourself. I really can't take items that hurt myself. It's just never going to end well. Nothing super strong here. No one's going to attack on the first turn, so that just gives me freedom to just go crazy. Attack everything I want. 105 poison damage if I want to use that. We'll start using the poison flask eventually, but it sort of feels like it's for a rainy day. Can I just grab that? Because that's going to do 32 damage to him. Which leaves him very close to dead and gives poison to everyone else in a big way. I gotta get some damage on him. But same thing, the serrated blade will actually be what I need. I manually clicked that and it closed just wrong. Let's try that again. So that'll whittle you way down. Wait, oh, I didn't see that much shield. I didn't realize it had all that. Because I'm not paying attention. That's okay. We can get the serrated blade again. That's going to drop down. Hopefully kill the candle this time halfway. Perfect. Now the poison will finish them off. Therefore increasing my flask some more. Leech. Removes all poison stacks and nearest enemy. Heals you for 1 health for each stack removed. Don't really need that much healing. I prefer to just poison them to death the good old fashioned way. We'll fight the serpent thing. Probably does poison damage itself. I don't really remember. We do need some money and a little bit of heals, so let's just... Wow, that was a really good grab. I don't know if I've ever grabbed more than that in one go. Can the perks float to the top a little better? I think I could pluck that out with only grabbing 1 spike. Well, I'm not wrong, I could have. I just didn't. Okay, that was a better one. I might try and pluck this one out too. I tried to be delicate, like a surgeon. I just couldn't quite get it. Each attack applies 1 poison. So now we're going to apply 6 poison per attack. We got to fight Muscle Snake. What's the best way to do this? 114 poison damage from this? Sure. It's time we activate the flask. So you're up to 151 poison already. We'll try and get a bite out of everything in the center. Yeah, we're going to apply a lot of poison to this guy. 192 already. So that was a big hit. Double strength at the end of every turn. We got 21 damage coming our way. I need this serrated blade. Can we grab that? Yeah, we got it. So that's going to do 191 straight damage. They're going to die to poison. I don't even need the next turn. Poison. Decreases the health of all enemies by 25%. Yes. Because that means the poison's just that much stronger in comparison. We also have the anvil. The serrated blade is going to deal 2 damage for each poison. That's going to get so strong. Also, we're going to upgrade the shuriken for more poison. Maybe also that for 6 poison per stab. There's a garbage can here we don't need to use. There's a rat with the big gun. There's actually quite a bit of damage pointed at us. So one thing I will do is try and grab the tower shield amongst other things, which was really greedy, but we got away with it. Now we're happily blocking all that damage. So we just need to swing with whatever else we can. We'll add a lot of poison to idiot number 1 here. They went from 10 to 64, which means they're going to die and the poison spreads and then they all die. There's the holy water again we don't want. I guess like we just want small items. They don't need to be necessarily poison at this point because everything applies poison. We just want small things we can grab easily. Only 10 damage coming our way to start this turn, so we'll get our 2 shurikens plus the poison knife. Then we'll maybe I feel like we're just doing a bunch of math here. We'll do this to whittle that thing down to the point where it... Oh yeah, it's double damage for each poison now. I forgot about that part. But you have 123 poison, so we'll just let you die. I'll just sit there and maintain eye contact while you melt away. Apply 3 poison to all enemies, sure. Alright, so this time we gotta make sure to check the door before we grab the key. We're going to skip and collect the rewards. You can shred 1 item for free at the shredder. So this is a purpley door. Oh, wait. The door disappeared that time. Maybe we have to guess. It doesn't matter. Okay, these guys are going to throw 11 damage at me. We're going to grab some of this stuff. And to start the poisoning journey. 11 damage will actually completely block. Take a little bite out of that stuff if we can. Wasn't a very good grab. Still good enough. They're not quite going to die, but it's very close. Our poison flask is up to 129. Okay, there's a lot of damage coming our way now, so we do need to be careful on this one. So we're going to try and grab... Well, the tower shield will actually block a lot of that. 30. Because you're going to die. You're probably not. And you are actually. Basically what I'm trying to say is... Maybe I'll grab some of the stars if I can. Because I want to keep enemies dying to poison and nothing else. So they died. You didn't manage to hurt me, but you are going to die. You have 167 poison to your 49 HP. Prognosis is not good. I don't want the leech. I don't want the whetstone could be interesting, but all our damage is going to come from poison anyway. We'll skip that. So here's the key we don't need. If I was to guess, it'd probably be this key. That I missed anyway. But now we have a light blue key. We'll go fight the shark monster. And in doing so, who knows what we're going to get. We'll take some HP and money here. Not that we need either. 769. So I think this is a good candidate for the flask, actually. Even though we missed it. But the flask will make the boss fights quicker. Bosses, especially ones like this, the longer they last, definitely can be problematic. So there's a 20% of their HP. They're going to swing quite a bit of damage at me. 27. So I need that tower shield if I can. And that's going to block all of that for now. And they had 1 strength for each coin we collect. We get coins every time we hit them too, so I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not. But this serrated sword's going to be 165 straight up damage. Very nearly dead. We blocked all of their damage because of that. Now they have 196 poison to their 53 HP, which means the shark goes down. And we did it. So we got Toxic Carl's Lucky Paw, which we already had, and Holy Water, which we already had. Each attack applies 1 poison. Deal. We're finding a lot of those. Thanks to our poison boost. Quite a bit of damage coming our way. I want the tower shield plus the poison grenade. Well, we'll settle for the tower shield to help protect us. Because that's an awful lot of poison. I might actually have to take the flask here. Just to make sure idiot number 1 dies. But that's why we have the flask for situations like this. And then everyone gets melted. You can use an additional Magna Claw next turn. That's not horrible. I might try that. We're going to need something big for endless mode. Because it definitely gets harder. I actually don't want to do this. I'm going to pull in too many spikes. I need my HP right now. Probably same with this. Money's fine. Let's not risk it. Alright, so... Well, maybe grab the magnet real quick. We don't have a ton of damage coming our way. And I think that'll be next turn. 15, so what I want to do is just grab a whole bunch of poison right now. I can take a little bit of damage here. I would just love to fill things up with poison. So Pingu's gonna die. Everyone's gonna die. The poison really spreads. Turns water into poison water. We'll reroll once more. Nothing there we want. Do we want an anvil? What do you upgrade? Maybe the magnet? I don't know if that's upgradable, but we'll try it. It's not, but the poison grenade will have 5 poison to all enemies. Yeah, why not? Don't really need any of those. There's no garbage can. We'll fight Squidward again. And, yeah, this is alright. There's lots of heals on this side, so I'm going to favor the one side. So, hopefully... Wow, we lost the chest. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, we don't need chests where we're going. We need piggy banks and coins. At lots of HP. 600 HP. We're going to drop the flask in right away. Very good for defeating bosses. The flask is up to 147, so they're up to 200 poison already. Plus we can throw a bunch of this junk in. No, we didn't get a very good grab. I need a heavier claw. 233 poison is plenty. Lots of damage coming our way here. So let's see if we can grab this serrated doodad. Because that'll finish them off really. Yep, dead. Wow, look at all this. At the end of your turn, gain 10 block for every poison enemy. That's also big right now. I might actually take that right now. That might save us more so. We're doing lots of poison per attack. We don't really need more coins. We can throw some stuff away for sure. We don't need these little shields anymore. They're just getting in the way. 3 shields, shredded. Is there anything else here we don't love? I think we'll leave it at that. We'll give that a whirl. We'll take an elite plus a chest. Enemies are only going to get stronger. Like there's 46 damage coming our way. So we'll definitely grab the tower shield plus whatever we can. That was a decent grab actually. Then at least we're feeling secure in our position. I wouldn't mind the Magna Claw either. We're going to block out the damage, so I actually do want to give this a try. See exactly how this is going to work. So we got a Magna Claw on deck. We got lots of block from that, so we're okay. We got quite a bit of damage coming our way, but we got lots of poison going out. They did the annoying thing where my stuff is going to flop around. But I think I can grab this serrated sword here. And it's going to knock... oh yeah, it absorbed that. That's quite alright. There was 3 shurikens at the back. We'll settle for 2. Now we got a Magna Claw though. This will be interesting. Down it goes, collecting anything magnetic. And so the first enemy is going to die. I think spread the poison around. And that kills everything else. It makes our flask better. There's another serrated blade. I think 1 is good enough for now. We'll just skip that. 1 serrated blade will get us where we're going. Gain 3 spikes each time you take damage. That's not horrible. I'm pretty sure by this point, if anything hits us, we're instantly dead though. That much I'm pretty convinced of. Not a lot of HP here for these. Should actually be pretty easy victory if we do this right. We just need lots more little items so we can just attack a lot. Like that ended up being a pretty poor grab. We're sort of spreading the damage out more than we need to be also. Well, just a few more hits on Idiot up front and they'll die to poison. And spread it around to everyone else and everyone will die. Increase strength by 1 and block by 10. That's not horrible actually. But it's not poison. We really just need to keep going with the poison stuff. Gotta stack it up. We'll fight the insect creature. There's also a chest coming up next. We're gonna grab over here. I just really wanted to avoid the teeth. Because enemy damage going up 20% would make our job a lot harder. Okay, let's skip and see what we got. Increase maximum health by 2 for each 10 coins you own. That's gonna have to be the way it is. We're up to 135 HP, which gives us a little more wiggle room against creatures like this. They'd have 807. They're just gonna buff themselves first turn, so... Okay, we're gonna get a magnet out next turn. I need my flask, I think. We're gonna throw that in as well to make sure they have nice poison. So they jumped up to 190 already. That was 25% of their HP. They are gonna hit for 48, which is why we need a little bit of block and to get some poison going their way as well. Oh, that was a reflection. I need this serrated blade, if I can. That way we can chunk 200 off of that. And then the poison will actually finish them off. No problem. Poison is just real strong. Whenever an enemy dies with 10 or more stacks of poison, gain 5 coins. I don't know if I care about that. I would rather have 10 block for each poisoned enemy. I think that's going to be our best chance of surviving longer. Plus we got some gambling ahead. And that's really just what we're here for. Endless gambling. I need the biggest bite, the most things I can throw at the enemies. Poison purse, that was a bad grab. I wonder if I can just grab a bunch of that. Sort of. We got 25 damage. We're actually going to take a little bit of damage here. No, actually we got big block there. But you'll die to poison. You won't yet. So the best way to deal with this... we're going to grab a shield. Throw that in. And then we know we're safe there. Then... we want to poison the rear enemy if we can. You know what? Let's go like this. Actually, this will work good. Well, weaken the front and poison the rear. Because then you still die to poison. The rear enemy... yeah, the rear enemy will die too with that. I don't need to use my magnet turn. That's how strong we are. Your attack applies 2 frost to target. That's good. What does frost do? Decrease the damage of attacks by 1. Yeah, okay. We tend to have lots of attacks on this build. That may save us at some point. I don't like the look of these. So we're just going to drop the poison flask in. Then that's going to die. Then with the amount of poison going around, I think everyone's going to die. At least we hope. That'll add some more poison in. So end turn, dead, everyone dead. The poison gets so big. Apply 5 poison to the last enemy. I mean, I'd rather just hit him with knives and stuff because we applied more poison in that per hit. The leech would be good under different circumstances. We don't want it here. Removes all poison, deals 3 damage for each removed stack. That really could be interesting. There's also no guarantee we're going to get it here. So I think instead we're going to head for the anvil. Ice Pack Plus, your attack applies 4 frost to the target. We lose a bunch of money here, but that's okay. 4 frost to the target. We're going to fight this Robbie Longfinger again. The crazy sparkly-eyed cat. I don't think I want to go into the next fight down HP. So we're not going to. I do need to build up some coins because coins are my health pool somewhat. So a single piggy bank is what we decided to grab out of all of that. Now, how do we deal with this cat? 1,300 HP. We'll add a whole bunch of poison to that mix. Just because we can. Oh, I need to pick up the ice pack to use it. I was thinking that was a perk for some reason. I think I'm actually going to grab the magnet claw as well, because I think I'm going to want to throw a magnet at this thing. There's a lot of HP I got to get through on that cat. So that was a nice big hit. There's 61 damage coming our way, which isn't going to feel good. I also drawn my tower shield. So we're going to have to hopefully hit it with the serrated gold sword, which will do tons of damage. I guess stack up some more poison as much as we can. And then we're going to throw the magnet down to basically grab like the rest of the items in. But the poison is adding up. Like, look at it go. 312. Oh, that's going to drop in. What are we going to go up to? 378 out of 515. We're not quite there, but we're close. 317 poison seems like lots. The serrated blade will easily kill that creature. They're also taking my stuff hostage. Whenever an enemy dies with 10 or more stacks of frost heal, at the start of a fight, apply 3 poisons. I can do better. We need better stuff. We need something that's going to make us tougher. Oh, we're out of rerolls. Start each fight with 3 strength. We'll just take a little more initial damage. At this point, it's not going to be huge, but it's going to help. The poison flask might carry us for a while. We also have a sparkly bomb. They're going to do a lot of damage if that thing does get to go off. So let's just poison flask the situation. There, it's up to 168. So I think already we could actually just end the battle and win. Just to be sure. Just to be sure. Oh yeah, we didn't kill the bomb. They have 525 poison now, so I mean, we'll just let them die. They died doing what they love. Opens when submerged at the end of your turn. Adds 3 random items to the claw machine. I just don't want 3 random items. I will take this though, just so we get more stabs and poisons out there. I'm not doing this one. I never get this one right. And we're doing all right otherwise. I also don't really want to do that one. We make a lot of money just from hitting things. We got 75 damage coming our way. Probably going to need the poison flask. That's why we had to make such a big investment in it early. To make sure we're going to decimate everything. We'll add a little bit more poison to everyone just to be sure it's really stacking up well. So 239 is going to apply across those, which kills them, which increases our poison flask again. I mean, I need to save up some money. We'll do the anvil, even though there's nothing I think I want to upgrade really. Most of our poison damage comes just from hitting things. I would like to shred this, which was free to shred. I'm not really sure why. Floor 31 out of infinity. If we're lucky, we'll make it all the way to infinity. Let's just go straight down. No need to adjust at all. Look at all that money. And that gave us a bit more max HP. This could be some good perks. I could probably grab this one fairly easily. I also have the game speed sped up a little bit. It doesn't have to be this quick. I'm just impatient. You know what? We're just gonna take our perk and not get greedy. Start each fight with 3 strength. So I think we're starting with 9 strength now. We do 9 extra damage. Well, first of all, we can grab hopefully those 2 if they hold on. So big poison, plus we get to use an extra thing next turn. If we grab a whole bunch of this, that could be good. Well, there's a serration anyway, so we're gonna do like an extra 200 damage. The bee's gonna do almost 200 damage to us. That's not great. What do we do about this? Grab the serrated sword. Tower shield goes with it. The more things we can throw, the better it's gonna be because the poison will stack up. I think we're doomed here. We do have the magnet following in behind us. We need to stack up so much damage though. 300 versus 426. Can I suck from both sides here? How's this gonna work? I gotta go for it, otherwise I don't think it's gonna work. Did that work? We might have actually gotten away with this. Maybe? Maybe? We did, just barely. The bee died to all that poison. You regenerate 1 health when you deal damage. That won't really save us, so we need something in just overall toughness. Increase your damage by 10%. Increase items dropped in the machine by 10. I guess we could try that if we have a magnet claw on the go. I need to save my money. We're going to take a weaker battle right now. We'll still get items from completing weaker battles. We just need to collect some more items that can boost our strength some more. Because even adding that flask isn't enough poison to kill them. They're just going to buff anyway, so let's try and grab a whole bunch of stuff. So we'll whittle their HP down and add poison so the balance tips over. They die, apply the poison over there. Now they're going to die to all that poison. They wouldn't otherwise though. Every floor the enemies get much stronger. Okay, rerolls are getting expensive too. I gotta stop touching that. I'm just doing it out of habit at this point. 247 pickaxe creature. I was worried I wasn't gonna get the flask there. Okay, luckily we did, so we don't need too much more to finish off that creature. I think we can just grab probably whatever's there. That's gonna tip the balance enough that we're gonna kill enemy 1 and 2 and 3. I guess it's sort of, yeah, like it grows as it, because the poison stacks onto number 2 and then that total gets stacked onto number 3. These guys aren't really going to do anything for a turn, but that just means they're going to be really tough next turn. So 182 is not enough to kill this creature. Ooh, that's not good. Enemy turn. That's a lot of damage coming my way. I'm going to shield up just in case. Because that's enough damage that it would hurt. I do think I'll get some shield. For the poisoned enemies, of course. So that's going to help counteract that. We might actually kill the first enemy here. No, good, because I need that poison to jump over. You did hit me pretty hard, 270, so you need more poison. Or you need a serrated sword. A serrated sword fixes all problems. That goes down. Dead. Victory. Doubles the nearest enemy's poison. That's the kind of thing we needed. That's going to be really big. Okay, we're going to fight Goobert again. Before doing that, it's the Percomat. We got to take our poison. More poison. That's all we want. Block or something would have been smarter. But poison's what we went with. Look at how much damage we took. I meant to get a lot more healing than that. But that's okay. We'll see what we can do about Goobert here. Well, the flask is nice and easy. 239 damage coming our way isn't so great. Right, so... we're in trouble again. 239. I don't really think there's anything we can do about that. It's just too much damage coming back. We don't have any shield or block that can actually do that. We did put them up to 460 poison, which did hurt, but not as bad as it hurt us. But that was a lot of fun. I do enjoy this game a lot, and I hope you guys did too. Hopefully make some good sleep content, but let me know down below what else I should play.